Hi, welcome to Begin to Talk podcast. I'm Matt,
Mark.
and today we're talking about the Super Bowl with the
Yes.
Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers.
Yeah. That Super Bowl.
Yeah, sip a bowl, sip a bowl.
The Super Bowl that no one wants, we got. The Super Bowl that no one wanted, the world got. And we're all heartbroken about it. But we're a couple days past it already. And my thoughts are pretty just simple. We told you so. That's all me and Matt have to say. Now see ya. Just kidding. We told you guys that, man. What did we say in our last video about the whole Taylor Swift is ruining football? We told you guys that they will win. We told you why they would win. And I also said that when the game's over, there's going to be a photo of Taylor Swift hugging Travis Kelce that's going to be all over. Man, even Rolling Stones posted about it.
I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think everybody and their mom expected that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
But we called it. Me and Matt.
we're the first to report it.
Yeah.
We got an NFL insider.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the games, man, that got both teams to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll talk about that before we talk about the Super Bowl prediction.
So, which one do you want to start with, Detroit or?
We'll start with Detroit and Niners.
Yeah, all right, we'll start with that.
The most depressing one probably for me.
You know, the Lions honestly impressed me throughout the playoffs. Like,
They did in
you
the
know,
whole season.
squeaking out a win against the Rams, they had a really good run. It's a shame that it came up short like that.
Yeah.
Especially having that big of a lead on a team that is first.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's a huge accomplishment for them. And I think that says a lot about Dan Campbell, too.
Yeah.
Well, that game also kind of says something about Dan Campbell, too. I
For
think he's a
thing,
good
yeah.
coach because if you watch his interviews, he gets that team fired up, man.
Yeah.
Like, you could run through a brick wall when he's talking.
Yep.
Like,
I agree.
and he takes accountability. Like, he knows when he messed up,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest, that loss
Yeah.
was on Dan Campbell, dude. Like, he didn't want to go for the field goal.
That field goal, man, that field goal really messed them up. And
Honestly, going for it on a fourth and, what was it, 10?
Mm.
On a fake punt? Yeah, that's kind of...
was it fourth? I don't know.
It was crazy yards that you couldn't fake it on.
I think it was like a 4th and 5. I don't know. But when they didn't go for that 3-point, when they didn't go for the field goal to tie the game, there was like 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't go for the field goal because they got the ball back right after and scored a touchdown, and it was 31-34, something like that. And that could have been a tie game in the overtime.
Yeah.
And the fact that they screwed that up, I think, in my opinion, is the reason they lost. And I think that it sucks, man. But you got to give it to the Niners. You got to give it to Brock Purdy. I mean, he was...
Not even that. Kyle Shanahan. That whole
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I agree, man. And, I've said in my past videos, we've both said maybe some negative things about the San Francisco. But,
Yeah.
hey, man, Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick in the draft.
And then he turned into Tom Brady out of nowhere in the second
Yeah.
half. Like, honestly, that's a lot of... I gotta get props to him.
You do, yeah.
I gotta get props to him, man. I thought the Niners were down and out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And, the decision-making was just bad.
I gotta get props to him too, dude. Have you ever heard of your whole time ever being a football fan of the last pick in the NFL draft, doing what he's done?
Normally,
Like,
they don't
ever?
even make it to the NFL.
Ever? Yeah, or they don't even last. He should be a third backup or a third string quarterback right now.
Maybe on the practice squad.
Yeah, and he's taken his team to the NFC Championship last year to now the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. It's insane, dude. It's
Yeah.
insane the things that can happen. It's kind of quite literally like a Tom Brady story.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
so
Like, so many teams passed on him.
Yeah, it
and
is.
He had the greatest career
when
ever.
was he drafted? 6th round, Brady was, right?
Yeah,
The 6th round?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, man. So props to Brock Purdy. Whether they beat the Chiefs or they lose to the Chiefs, man, props to him regardless of what whatever happens. But
Oh, here comes the doozy right here.
yeah,
The one man that could have stopped Travis Kelce
Lamar.
and the Taylor Swift dynamic duo.
But
Man.
overall, I do want to say before we start to the Chiefs game, that 48-yard field goal that Detroit Lions didn't go for is their worst nightmare, and that's always going to haunt them. And Dan Campbell came out and said he doesn't regret it, which I don't know how you don't regret not going for it. I mean, not
you're playing for a Super Bowl here.
hitting a field
like,
goal.
This is a Super Bowl
Yeah,
clinching.
you need to take the points.
Like,
every
you
point
need
you
to
can get.
do everything you can to stop the Niners from making a move and scoring.
The turnout of that whole game would have been completely different.
Oh my god!
And it was only a 40-yard field goal.
By the way, can we get props to Jared Goff?
Yeah. Oh, they'll definitely be back.
Like, dude.
Eminem is taking them back.
Yeah, because he's the real Slim Shady.
Yeah. But
he's gonna stand up.
So you start with. So I guess now we're gonna move on to the. Oh, by the way, I was super furious too with the Detroit Lions, the turnout of the game. I was super mad, super pissed. I was furious. Like,
yeah, I
really
feel for those Lions
that
fans.
game
but
ended.
I will say this to all the Detroit Lions fans out there. I do think you guys will be back, and I think your team's gonna be even better than this year.
I hope so. I like Detroit, man.
I mean, dude, like, did you see those fans
yeah, they're
in
crazy.
attendance? Oh my god, dude, they've been dying for this.
I know. I felt really bad. I felt really bad. Really bad.
It was a sad end, but
All right,
dude,
well,
I'm
let's get
excited
to
to see what they do in the future.
Let's get to the Kansas City refs versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not even the refs, dude. Lamar shit the bed. Like, dude.
Okay, what about dude? There
tight.
was like 2 missed pass interference calls. They missed a holding call, but everything. What about the roughing the passer calls? There was like one roughing the passer call that was like a good call. Mm-hmm. Dude, there were so many flags that they could have and should have thrown towards for Kansas City, but they didn't. It was all against Baltimore. But you're right.
I mean, dude,
overall,
like,
though, Kansas City outplayed them.
You gotta look at the stats. You know what I mean? Like, and two, Lamar's a one-dimensional quarterback. I hate to say it, but he is. If you find out a way to clog the running lanes and all that, dude, you're gonna get to him because he can't throw.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I don't know what you're thinking because you led the NFL in rushing yards.
Yeah.
Why aren't you utilizing your 2 running backs early on in the game, set a presence, get in that defense's head early, and then maybe go for some passes? Throw them off their game a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you could tell they were kind of off, and it sucks, man. I really wanted to see Lamar do it, and it was a heartbreaking loss. You know, it was so heartbreaking for Baltimore. I mean, so heartbreaking for Zay Flowers too. They made it down the field. Zay Flowers fumbled that ball in the end zone. I couldn't believe it. And it was like a touchback or something. I couldn't believe that happened.
by the way, hell of a player Zay Flowers is. Man.
Yeah, Zay Flowers is amazing.
He's going to be a threat in this league.
He's a rookie, man, and rookie mistake or whatever you want to call that, but Zay Flowers is great.
I agree.
But yeah, I felt so bad for him. And then great drive, a great drive ended with Lamar throwing an interception. I was like, oh my God, he did not just throw a pick, bro. I was so pissed.
But if you watched how he came into that game, like he had an interview before the game or something like that. He said, I do not do well against the Chiefs. I think he came out and said that. If not,
he did? I didn't know he said that.
His body language said that to me. You know what I mean? So
he obviously
he
didn't
already had doubt in his head to begin with.
Yeah.
And,
you could tell he was off.
It's not even that, dude. It's just like, you're the leader of that offense. Play with some confidence. Because guys are going to look at you, and they're going to play based on how the quarterback plays and feels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're throwing it with quick pace, you know what I mean? Like, your offense is going to get behind you.
Did you watch the whole Niners and Lions game?
Yeah.
What about that one Brandon Ayuk touchdown? That, like, deflected and came back into Brandon Ayuk's arms?
I honestly didn't watch that.
Do you remember that?
Like,
I don't think it was a touchdown. I think he was short, but that was insane. That was, like, one of the greatest catches, like, I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
I was doing something, like, in between that touchdown and
Yeah.
something else. So I missed a good chunk of the game, but I saw the score and I couldn't believe that Detroit blew
that
it.
was a good game. It was a good game. It was a good game. But I also want to point out something about the Chiefs and Ravens game, and I want to point out that if that was the Chiefs versus the Niners, like how it's going to be in the Super Bowl, I think if Chiefs play the way they played against the Ravens against the Niners during the Super Bowl, they're getting cooked by the Niners, bro.
Yeah.
If they play the way they played against Ravens against the Niners, Chiefs are getting cooked. It was 17-7, right? That was the ending score.
But dude, they're playing somewhere warm.
Okay, but the amount of times the Chiefs offense, the amount of times the Ravens defense gave their offense so many opportunities to score and it couldn't come up. Ravens should have and could have easily beat the Chiefs. Easily beat the Chiefs with the amount of opportunities that they had. Do you realize that if Zay Flowers never fumbled that ball, that would have been a tie game?
Yep.
Because Chiefs never scored again. Or if Lamar never threw that interception plus Zay Flowers never fumbled that, Ravens would have won.
Yeah, it's a shame, dude. I thought it was gonna be Detroit and Baltimore.
Yeah, I would love Detroit and Baltimore.
I really thought it was gonna be those two teams.
I felt horrible for honestly, I feel sad. I feel bad for the world of the NFL to have to watch this game. Me and Matt, we thought about not even watching it, but we're not going to be like that. We're going to watch it.
Yeah,
but there's fans that are out there who are like, we're not watching this game, dude. We're not watching this.
Yeah.
No, we're going to watch it, though.
I'm not going to lie, though. Niners backed up their trash talk and all that.
They did.
They did. Absolutely, they did.
They did.
And you know what? I'm not going to count Kyle Shanahan out, but it's also Andy Reid calling the plays, too.
Yeah.
Really smart. Two of the smartest coaches in the game.
Yup.
Two of the smartest coaches in the game going at it. I'm excited to see the play calls. To be honest with you.
Andy Reid's, man, that man's a legend. He is. Andy Reid, he's a legend. They were saying they were putting him up there with Bill Belichick. That's what people were saying.
I would say if he won one with Philly, with us.
How many did he win with KC? 3, right?
Yeah, he won 3.
He's about to win 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Chiefs are gonna win it.
Yeah, now let's talk about the Super Bowl. February 11th, 6:30, Las Vegas. San Francisco 49ers versus Kansas City Chiefs.
And
go, Matt.
And you already know T Swift is gonna rig the game.
You already know Taylor Swift will be active. They already announced that she's starting. Taylor Swift is starting.
Right guard.
She'll be the starting player for the Chiefs and stuff. And
she'll be the right guard.
Yeah, and they also said that they might have to replace Patrick Mahomes with a ref, a special guest referee. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And then Brittany Mahomes is going to run out. But with all seriousness, who do you have, Matt? What's your prediction?
I got to go with Kansas City, dude. I got to go with them.
Explain.
It's Andy Reid. It's Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, dude.
Well, what makes you say, like, straight up that quick, Kansas City?
I'll tell you why. Defensively, they swarm quick. They do swarm quick.
Mm-hmm.
And, they collapse the pocket pretty hard.
Who does?
Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Lamar isn't able to do what he does. Because they knew if they collapse the pocket quick, they're going to get to him fast. Because he has nowhere to go.
Right.
So if they do that against Purdy and they just hit him, Purdy's not going to be able to have his game.
Yeah, I think
he's kind of like a Tom Brady-esque player.
You don't think he's good under pressure?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just
A
gonna
lot
say.
of people say he's good
Well, I'm just
under
saying,
pressure.
like, yo, well, if you hit him hard enough, like,
Oh, if you hit Brock Purdy hard enough,
you're gonna rock his world.
he'll be hurt. He's kind of not he's not soft, but
He's in my opinion, he's kind of like Brady almost. He plays a very similar game to Brady.
well, that's a great compliment. But
I mean, yeah, but like what I'm saying is, I think if you hit him, he's gonna be like Brady, where you kind of get under his skin a little bit, mess around with him a little bit. You're gonna kind of shut him down a little bit, get inside his head before he gets into yours.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's football's all a mind game.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like defense, offense. You know what I mean? Jawing back and forth. It's all part of the game. It's part of the mind games, and that's a huge part of the game. Like,
yeah. I just don't think that. I don't know. Something tells me that Chiefs are gonna win too, and I agree with you on it. I have KC winning as well.
well, I dislike the Niners more than the Chiefs. The Chiefs, I obviously don't like them because they
I
beat us
would-
and they're good.
This might sound crazy, but who would you rather win? Like, you think Chiefs are gonna win, but do you want Chiefs to win? I low key want the Niners to win. I don't know why. I just low key kind of want San Francisco to win. It's surprising to say that because like I don't like them. I'm an Eagles fan,
I'm just kind of like
but
I
I'm
don't
at
know. I'm like in the middle. I could see
the
either.
yeah. But honestly,
I wouldn't be upset if either won.
I agree with you, and you want to know why that is? Because we hate both teams. Mm-hmm. That's exactly why we hate both teams. I don't like Chiefs, and I don't like Niners. I used to like Chiefs. This whole Taylor Swift thing's annoying.
It's not even that, dude. Like, did you see how much Mahomes whined?
Yeah, and he whines and whines. He's
Like-
a cry.
like,
they put him as
that-
the number one crybaby in the NFL,
Yeah, because he is.
and Travis
Like,
Kelce
it's
was
just
number 3.
this season. He didn't do this any other season.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous to me.
I saw something. This is kind of interesting. I saw something that Taylor Swift has made.
Yes, on the NFL's Instagram.
Yeah, what was it? $331 million. I think she's made for like
Well, we're
the
just
social media accounts for the
yeah.
NFL
Well,
and
we're
stuff.
just going based off of what we saw in a quick second, but
Yeah, this-
it
I
was
saw this
something
off
like
of
that.
whatever if you want to call it X.
It was a good
X.
amount of money for the NFL. It was.
It was.
And honestly,
but
it's
you don't
good-
think that's
It's good
a
for the
coincidence?
It's good for the
A
game.
coinky-dink?
I'm not gonna lie. It's good for the game. To get a different type of audience in there. You know what I mean? Like to attract different fans in.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but
Well,
I think it's an annoying way to do it, as I said in the last video. But
yeah.
my stance doesn't change.
I hear
think
you.
I think they flash Taylor Swift way too much.
No, yeah, me too. I think so too. But I'm saying the Chiefs win. I think Brock Purdy, they obviously have a chance. They 100% for sure have a chance to beat the Chiefs. But there's something in me and something that's telling me that Chiefs will pull it out, and
It's gonna be some
something's gonna happen.
last minute drive. I feel like it's gonna be a
Something-
last minute drive.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be very tight. It's gonna be a tight game, unless
But San Francisco's defense is also good. I mean, not as good as they were last year, but
I think offensively, Kansas City's beat against them. I think they're. Beat
I think Niners have a way better. Honestly, overall, if you put in general, Chiefs team versus San Francisco's team, I think Niners have a way better team. Player-wise,
Oh yeah, on paper, absolutely.
on paper, Niners have a better team. But I just feel like, I don't know why, dude. I want to say the Niners, but, dude, there's something in me that's saying Chiefs are going to win.
If they go with all reliable and Travis Kelce, they're
I don't believe. Let me tell you something. People are going to be like, oh my God, Mark, like, shut up or shut up. Like, they're going to get mad I'm saying this. There is no such thing as just the Chiefs playing against a team. It's always the Chiefs and the refs. I'm telling you, it's just how it is. It's how it is, dude. It's 2024. It's not,
it's because he whines about.
it's not how the NFL is not how it used to be. The refs always have a say in the game, and they always are with Kansas City. I've seen it, and I've realized it the past 2 years, and it's just how it is. It's how it is, and it scares me for the Niners. It scares me. I talked to a 49ers fan the other day, and he said the same thing. And I've seen so many other people talk about it too and say the same thing. That's never just the Chiefs against against just a team. It's never one-on-one. There's always something that screws up, and I think the Chiefs are gonna win somehow, some way with something screwed up.
Yeah, I could see that.
I also won't be surprised if we see a blowout. I don't know why.
It could. Who? Niners doing the blowout or the
bro.
Chiefs?
Huh?
Niners doing the blowout or the Chiefs?
One of them. I don't know. I just have weird feelings in my head, dude. Either way, I just have a weird feeling Chiefs are gonna pull it out.
I think Niners are gonna get the first touchdown of the game, but I think Kansas City comes out with the win.
Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and
Watch
I can
it-
also
watch it
remember
be at
it's
half.
also a Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah,
too.
watch it at half. Watch.
What Usher?
If
at
Niners are in
halftime?
the lead, I guarantee you those refs are probably gonna make calls at the second.
Something's gonna happen. There's going to be a call that everyone's gonna freak out about, just like there was last year's Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Yeah, and a certain Kansas City fan we know will be like, "Oh my God, look at that!"
There's gonna be
Yeah.
something. There's going to be something that is gonna be a miscall. It's how it is. That's how it is when you play the Chiefs. I'm not a hater. I'm not hating like you guys always say in the comments. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's how it is. When you play the Chiefs, you're not just playing the Chiefs. As sad as it sounds, but I got the Chiefs winning, and that is my reason.
I do too.
All right.
Because of just recent games. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Exactly.
like regular season they weren't letting the Chiefs get away with anything.
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden playoffs come.
On paper, though, Niners do have a better team. So if they win, good for them.
Yeah, but I honestly don't care which team wins.
I don't care either. I really don't like both of them.
Yeah, like the thing is there's no like good story. You know what I mean? Other than Brock Purdy being Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah,
which,
I guess
if he
there's-
wins it,
Dude,
awesome.
no one cares about the Super Bowl game. Like, unless you're a Chiefs fan or a Niners fan, no one cares about this game. If it was Baltimore versus Detroit, everybody would have been happy.
I mean, I think
Everyone
the
would have been
Niners
happy.
deserve it more. Don't get me wrong. I think the Niners
I
deserve
think the
it more.
Niners deserve it more too. They played good even during the regular season. Chiefs play like crap during the regular season.
Yeah. And
Travis
was
Kelce
injured
just
for
started picking it up.
yeah.
Whatever, bro. Anyways, guys, that was our Super Bowl predictions. So stay tuned for another video, guys. We'll have another video coming out soon. So guys, comment your thoughts about the Super Bowl predictions. Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen? We're
And
like,
are you even gonna watch it?
yeah, are you guys even gonna watch it? We're like a week and a half, 2 weeks away. So yeah, guys, we are the conversation starters. Any last words, Matt?
Yeah, I do. Drop a like, subscribe, hit that bell. You know what to do.
Yes,
Stay
sir.
tuned for another episode.
For
Bye-bye
sure,
now.
guys. Peace.